From incredible heights, birds watch over the earth and go where they please. They have uniquely built skills and dangerous traits like you won't believe, especially when they look as graceful as some incredible species we'll cover in this video. Today we'll show you everything from birds big enough to attack toddlers to majestic but deadly kings of the sky that are even lethal for their own kind. There's even one that uses its massive, powerful talons to hunt other birds. Keep your eyes peeled because we have some species of birds you're definitely going to want to avoid from here on out. Stick around for the whole video, you might learn why. Put your thoughts and guesses down below in the comments. While you're down there, make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below because if you've liked this, we've got way more where this comes from. African Crown Eagle. Bird fatalities are rare, and the majority of the most dangerous birds rarely approach humans, much less attack them unless first provoked. However, the African Crown Eagle is the only known man-eating bird out there which defies all bird logic. Their claws are viciously designed to prey like meat hooks before lurching back into the sky. They can pick up prey as large as monkeys and potentially even humans. Remains found in 1924 showed the skull of a primitive child with talon markings consistent with the patterns left by the crown eagle. Even today, stories persist of this bold, relentless predator and how they hunt children for food. Over the years, they've become a regular presence throughout South African cities. They're not more likely to attack humans over other smaller prey. In fact, they'll more likely pick off small mammals like rats and mongooses. But they're known to snatch larger meals like an antelope whose skull can be capably crushed with such powerful claws. Great horned owls. Owls have been known to attack people regularly, especially as territorial animals. In particular, great horned owls are known for being dangerous to unsuspecting joggers and hikers. These strictly solitary birds live in North and South America and are practically fearless. They attack prey larger and heavier than themselves, including cats, skunks, and porcupines. When a nesting area is disturbed, they're even known to attack larger predators like dogs or humans. They are the only bird of prey known to have killed a human to date. The European herring gull. Sometimes powerful things come in small packages. Not too small though, as the European herring gull impresses as a large gull found across Western Europe. They're notorious for stealing food and attacking humans alike. What makes them extra dangerous is their ability to shoot in teams. If one herring gull is alone being provoked, it would immediately call for help from other adult birds. This would result in a group attack.
Don't take any of mine.
Proving that this would be a group attack dangerous for anyone. Bald eagle. As America's national bird, the bald eagle gets plenty of attention. They can't lift like others on the list today, but their strength comes from powerful talons and massive wings. An eagle has about 10 times the gripping power in its large claws than a human hand would. In fact, they can exert upwards of 400 pounds per square inch. Their impressive wings allow eagles to fly higher in the sky than most birds. They've been the national emblem of the United States since 1782, meaning they're one of the more iconic, recognizable birds out there. California condor. We can't forget the California condor on today's list, though there aren't too many of them. Now, the unique California condor is one of the largest birds in the world and is also the largest flying bird in the Americas. They have wings that spread up to 9.5 feet tip to tip, and they soar at speeds up to 50 miles per hour at dizzying heights of 15,000 feet. Their only real threat is human activity, as these creatures are as powerful as they are intelligent. They actually live to be up to 80 years old, though on average live to about 60. They tend to be carcass scavengers, serving as a cleanup crew for wild and ranching landscapes. While they can be assertive and even aggressive, they're not likely to approach humans rather than protect themselves. Seriously though, if you think these are impressive, they might have the size, but do they have the power? You'll want to stick around and see the ones we have coming up. Cassowary. We can't forget about the incredible cassowary if we're talking about dangerous birds. These birds are curious and a bit of a hazardous wild card to have on your side. They can move incredibly fast through Australia and New Guinea through their habitats. They rarely attack humans, but they use their massive dagger-like nails to slash through without issue when they do. They can move as fast as 31 miles per hour through the brush. One of the most recent human incidents was in 2012 in Queensland, when a tourist was kicked off a ledge and into a body of water. Pitohui. There are some dangerous birds out there, but did you know there's even a toxic one? The Pitohui produces the toxin batrachotoxin, which is the same employed by South America's deadly poison dart frog. The toxin is delivered by touch, and they're easily identified and thus avoided. Luckily for us, it's the world's only toxic bird and one of the deadliest birds on Earth. Scientific communities first discovered the quality when researchers inadvertently got the poison on their lips, which quickly went numb. That time it hadn't been, but exposure to these toxins in the right amount can certainly be fatal. Luckily for everyone, as mentioned, it's easy to identify. As is the case with many highly toxic animals, it features a bright color pattern of red and black. These birds are toxic due to the beetles they regularly eat rather than producing them themselves. They've built up a resistance to the toxins from the bug, and the poison comes out on the bird's feathers in turn. Since you've made it this far in the video, make sure you leave a like down below. We've got a ways to go to the end, but every little bit helps. And if you want other videos like this, with post notifications turned on, that way you'll never miss a single video. Make sure to watch out for number 1 on the list today. You won't believe what it has on display. Hawks. We sometimes forget that birds are descendants of creatures that had inhabited the earth millions of years ago, like raptors. Hawks might not be able to kidnap a fully grown Great Dane, but could pick up a small dog, cat, or even a toddler, given the right incentive. Hawks are dangerous for many reasons, including their danger to humans during nesting seasons, known best to result in minor cuts and scrapes, but could escalate. Ostriches. Ostriches are one of the most giant flightless birds, growing up to 330 pounds and standing about 9 feet tall. They rely on their strong legs, which are uniquely two-toed and powerful and can deliver dangerous kicks capable of killing lions or other large predators. Truthfully, deaths from kicking and slashing are rare, but do happen on occasion. Most attacks result from humans provoking the bird. One unique trait of the ostrich isn't that they bury their heads in the sand, as many think. Instead, they lie on the ground and stretch their neck out when trouble appears. Golden eagles. Cunning, intelligent, and bold, golden eagles dive from the sun to blind their prey and use stealthy tactics to cut off their means of escape. They have an unbelievable 1,200 pounds of crushing power per square inch on each foot, making them as equally fierce as they are strong. They're one of the largest, fastest, nimblest raptors in North America and are a sight to be seen. They have a powerful black-tipped beak and lustrous gold feathers that gleam on the back of their head and neck. These birds are regarded with mystic reverence in some ancient cultures. They are also one of the most extensively studied species globally, especially in the western United States. Generally, they prey on smaller or medium-sized animals, such as reptiles, rabbits, or geese, but these birds will go after just about anything. In fact, its occasional attacks on animals as large as lambs, deer, or even juvenile brown bears and wolves eventually led ranchers in the U.S. to believe that the bird was depleting their livestock. Magpies. Magpies are deadly and aggressive, making a powerful duo. In their swooping season, they aggressively seek out people they deem in their way. They have erratic flight patterns, often target people, pets, or predators, and lead to thousands of injuries each year, which is just a standard part of life in these areas between July and November. Interestingly enough, the magpie's tail is as long as its body, and they are in the same bird family as crows and jays. They have an exciting splash of white that differentiates them from the rest and makes them stand out while in flight. Lammergeiers. Many birds scavenge, but none are quite like the Lammergeiers, known as a bearded vulture. From Central Asia to Eastern Africa and Spain, they dine on carrion, especially bone. They use height to break them open, dropping them from 260 feet up and opening them up to the marrow the birds want in the first place. With a wingspan that's among the largest for any vulture, it's actually even longer than their body. It also has a wedge-shaped tail, which is strange for a bird of prey and makes them truly one of a kind. With powerful beaks and inventive scavenging techniques, the Lammergeiers are as unique as they are impressive. We're about midway through today's video, just a few more birds to go. Do you have any thoughts so far? Make sure you leave them in the comments and let's get back into it. The snowy owl. Native to the harsh tundras of the Arctic, the snowy owl is one of the world's largest, most beautiful owl species. One of the most significant threats of snowy owls is humans, and they have their very few natural predators, largely Arctic foxes, jaegers, and wolves. However, these creatures are fiercely protective and territorial. One attack with their razor-sharp talons could drive just about any predator away. In humans, they would target the head and eyes, which could be a severe threat to anyone exposed. Great Northern Loon. A little different from others on the list, we have a Great Northern Loon, a massive diving bird. They feature a spear-like beak, which is well suited for fishing and protection. You could likely see what makes the loon dangerous to humans from the physical alone, their sharp beak. If they target the head or neck, like they target their prey in the wild, it's all over. Their natural predators include bald eagles, gulls, sea otters, ravens, and skunks, but they can handle their own quite easily despite this. The barred owl. The barred owl comes with its own incredible prowess, not to be upstaged by its snowy cousin. Significant and round-headed, this common American owl prefers to live in forests and woodlands. They're silent, unlike any other, and these nocturnal birds can move noiselessly through even a dense forest due to the specialty of their feathers. This specialty makes barred owls particularly dangerous for humans, because once they've been disturbed, it's all over. Not only will they attack with skill and finesse, but you won't hear them coming, so it's hard to protect oneself from their sharp claws if you step in the wrong place. Mute swan. The mute swan can get up to 28 pounds globally and are one of the largest waterfowls native to Europe. They may be lovely to look at, but the cuteness only lures people in at the wrong time. Not only do these creatures pose a danger to curious people, but they're openly aggressive towards humans, especially during nesting times. It's best to keep a safe distance from mute swans. They attack quickly and are fast to dive into a hissing and striking attack, which could result in massive injuries sustained, especially to the eyes. We only have 5 left on the list. Can you guess which dangerous birds we have left to cover today? Put your thoughts and guesses down below in the comments. While you're down there, make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below, because if you've liked this, we've got way more where this comes from. The Lappet-Faced Vulture. While vultures are usually shy, careful scavenger creatures, the Lappet-Faced Vulture is the most powerful and aggressive African vulture species. If the opportunity arises, other vultures will give up their meal to a Lappet-Faced Vulture. Unlike most other vultures, which don't go for fresh or live prey, they will hunt small mammals, reptiles, fish, and even birds. Sometimes they'll even grab a baby flamingo or other bird eggs for dinner. They will also feast on termite mounds or locust nests, going directly to the source for a meal. Generally, they tend to watch other vultures for a meal, preferring to eat the trickier parts of the meal that other creatures avoid. They have a mighty beak uniquely built for just that. The Martial Eagle. With a nickname like Leopard of the Air, the Martial Eagle is not only a mighty bird of prey, but is among the most powerful of all avian predators. One of the most prominent African eagles, this bird can knock an adult man off his feet and reportedly has enough power in 1 foot to break a man's arm. The largest of them weigh in at nearly 14 pounds. They're not quite as bold as their crowned eagle cousins, but are very territorial. These are tree-nesting, biparental birds that are primarily thought to be monogamous. Interestingly, these birds hold large territories throughout their adult lives, much like land ownership for humans. The Wedge-Tailed Eagle. The Wedge-Tailed Eagle has a personality and reputation for being curious and aggressive. In fact, even other birds tend to be unsettled by their nature, and more aggressive species, like magpies, have long since been known to mob their wedge-tailed adversaries preemptively. This bird has a reputation for attacking hang gliders and paragliders and destroying unmanned aerial drones used for surveying throughout Africa. Generally speaking, the edge-tailed eagle usually doesn't engage with others and is known to be somewhat massive unless provoked. They have a rather playful demeanor with proper socialization and training. They're known for fetching sticks, athletic flipping, and even playing with other creatures like dogs in a tag-like game between species. We have just one more, and rest assured, this one is an exciting creature, as well as one we're really excited to show you today. Did anything you learned today surprise you? Did you already know all these and think we missed an opportunity to feature a powerful bird in today's video? Well, let us know, and maybe you'll see your choice in a future video. The Harpy Eagle. With deadly talons that can exert several hundred pounds of pressure, crushing their prey's bones and killing victims instantly, the Harpy Eagle is not a creature to be messed with. These powerful predators are known to be unafraid of humans and will sit on perches and allow people to approach them. From thick legs to strong and sharp toes and talons, they're a formidable predator known to feed on possums, porcupines, young deer, snakes, and iguanas. In fact, Harpy eagles often prey on larger species. They're known to go after a wide variety of monkeys like saki monkeys, capuchins, howlers, titis, and more. Actually, they tend to ignore smaller species like marmosets and tamarins if they encounter them. They're known to pick off livestock like chicken, lamb, goats, and even piglets. Their incredibly powerful talons are unmatched, and they tend to venture out greatly in their diets. They've been known to eat large birds like curassows and macaws. This is one of the rainforest's most powerful and largest variety of raptors. Alright, that's it for today. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more.